That's right, Ewan. It's been weeks and weeks of grueling audition, and finally, like you said, tonight on Top Billing, the My Top Billing Dream finalists are being revealed, the top 10. And one of the judges joins us this morning, of course, presenter extraordinaire, Jeannie D. To tell us exactly what the audition process was all about and how they finally came to deciding on this final top 10. Good morning to you, Jeannie. How are you?
Good morning. Very well, thanks, and you?
Lovely, lovely. Now, of course, the audition process is a grueling one. To be in front of those people who've been in the business for so long is as intimidating as ever. Now, how did you guys get to choosing that final 10?
It was an absolute nightmare, but basically, you know, when you see someone in real life and then you see them on camera, they look completely different.
True.
So we had to look at them in real life and then go back at all of the footage of hours and hours and hours of footage of all the contestants and then re-look at them. And there were some people that we overlooked during the live audition that we thought, okay, not so great. Where we saw them on TV, we thought, wow, they've got that magic, they've got that camera magic. Yeah. So we just had to go through all of that, and finally we broke it down to 10 incredible contestants. And, you know, you can watch tonight and I'm sure you'll agree we've definitely got the strongest in the country.
Indeed. Now, I understand that also some celebrities came to audition. Now, when it comes to that, I mean, obviously, that phase kind of stands out for you and you know the person, but when it comes to the presenting skills, what really stands out for you as a judge?
Well, a lot of the faces weren't even recognisable. I mean, we had Damon Calvari from 5FM, who is a legend, by the way.
Makes sense.
But he's got a face for radio. But he was absolutely, you know, it's just... even if that person is known for something else, you're still looking at them to fit the Top Billing brand. So, yeah, it was good fun.
Is there an audition that stood out for you that you kind of, when you think about it now, you remember?
Well, you know, I always like the funnies. I don't like poking fun at people, but I think it's really enjoyable when somebody just makes you laugh. I mean, we had a girl who was describing to me how she saw all of these rhinos in the park and she went to go and hug these rhinos. I was like, she's not for real. She's not for real. Is she joking? And then there was another guy who was just, his link was just not in English, and he thought it was. And he was just incredibly funny. And I said, your hair's really amazing. How would you describe your hair? And he said, I've got a mark. Like,
I've got what?
A mark.
A mark.
And he was trying to say mohawk.
A mohawk.
But he just had the most fascinating accent that I was just... Say that again. Mark! Say that again. Mark! I was like, oh, my word. This isn't a human, it's a bird.
Now, speaking of the funnies that you were talking about that Jeannie enjoyed so much, we're going to show you a few clips of them this morning, and then you can obviously check out the full highlight reel tonight on Top Billing. But take a look at this.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, South Africa.
Welcome to Top Billing. I will start again.
Yes, it's true. You're not making a mistake. It's me, the sophisticated, well-travelled and out-of-the-box person, the one and only Karin Breitenbach. I actually have a question to ask you. Have you ever encountered an experience of being in a rhino reserve park, a wild park reserve? I've had the experience. I've been in a close encounter, almost shoulder rubbing, becoming very close and personal with a troop of 8 rhinos. My word, it was an open vehicle. And I was sitting there experiencing them coming, almost rubbing cheek. And I sat there, I said, oh, this is awesome.
What impersonations can you do?
Okay, hello and welcome to Top Billing. I heard today's the 2012 presenter search. It's quite simple, really. You come to impress the judges and work from X to X.
Well, the Sean Connery is a very easy one. You have a Walther PPK and Ashton Martin and Miss Moneypenny, and that's all you have to do.
Madiba is not a very difficult one to do, if you have the right things to say.
At the moment, we are very difficult. We are struggling.
She sounds like you.
My friend, we are struggling. We're definitely the higher power, and a lot of people don't agree with that, but I totally think that we have what it takes to rule the entire world.
You look like you're about to, like, dance. Do you want a beat?
What do you want me to do? Like what? Dance? Do it.
What? Hey, hey. What? Woo!
Where we had flags.
In your picture over here, you're wearing the same top as Eugene. And we decided before you came in, if you're going to be wearing the same top, you'd have to take it off.
Okay.
I think in any case, you're going to have to take your top Are you happy to... Sorry, I'm getting hot flushes here looking at your abs.
Can I take my shirt off a little so I can just...
Usually we've got to ask. Here he offers.
Today we're on the beach with the beautiful ladies, Lorna, my baby girl, and Jenny D, my future wife.
Let me just tell you, if I'm to be your future wife, it takes more than a six-pack. It starts with a D and it ends in an island.
I'm sure I can make a plan, eh?
Okay, that was fun. You're fun. And that's nice.
I think you're fun too.
You're shocking, actually. Ni hao, wo ai ni, Schweiger.
Really? Are you saying that to me, Jeannie? Don't flatter me like that.
It's the only thing I know.
You good?
I don't even know what it means. It sounds provocative.
It's very provocative. It means you good or how are you? And I love you. Or I means I love you, but Jeannie, we just met. How can you say something?
No, but isn't Schweiger a good-looking guy?
Yes.
Can I put my shirt on now?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, all right. Firstly, I need to ask this question. Do you have something with asking people to take off their tops during auditions?
Funny enough, we don't even need to ask half the people. They're like, oh, and I've got a six-pack, and next thing they're whipping off their clothes. I'm not going to argue with them. I mean, who am I?
That guy had you for a moment there. He was like, no, we can make a plan with a D-Imond.
I think he was thinking, what is it? What begins with a D and ends in the Imond?
But obviously, nerves play a big, big role. How are the contestants,
Hugely.
or how do they cope with pressure?
I think, you know, you've got to overcome your nerves, otherwise you're not going to do a good audition. And if you can't calm your nerves in that audition space, then there's no way when you're on the red carpet at the Oscars you're going to be able to contain your nerves and deliver a very good interview or a good piece to camera. So keeping those nerves at bay is part of the job, actually.
Yeah. And so looking at the top 10 that you guys are going to show tonight, are they of the top billing pedigree?
They are, absolutely. We've got the best top 10 this year that we've ever had in any presenter search on Top Billing.
Brilliant stuff. Can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it. Of course, check out Top Billing tonight on SABC3 at 8 p.m. to see the top 10 revealed. We'll see you after the break.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.